Ravens flock. The flock rundown is the place to be. My man Ryan has been a lifelong Ravens fan since he was born. So I'm telling you now, it's about to go down. The podcast, the flock rundown. Ravens, baby. Nothing gets better than waking up and wondering how high we can fly. Tune in.
Motionless brainwaves attempt to swim there where the sense can't tame the untamed.
Appreciate you, Ray. What's up, Ravens fans? My name is Ryan, and welcome back to another episode of the Flock Rundown. The Ravens just wrapped up day 11 of training camp. Super hot practice again. Shorter practice. It was only 90 minutes, so they didn't get quite as much teamwork and stuff as we've usually been seeing. We did have a new absence today. Center Tyler Linderbaum is dealing with a minor soft tissue injury, and Harbaugh said that he's going to hold him out today and tomorrow.
Soft tissue kind of thing. We'll keep him out today. We'll keep him out tomorrow, and then he should be back sometime next week. And we'll be, very patient with Tyler. He's having a great camp, and some of those young guys need a little more work anyway, so it kind of works out for us.
Doesn't sound very serious. They like to play a lot of these things safe, especially for a guy like Linderbaum who's already proven himself. And like Harbaugh said, it's a good chance to get some of the younger guys some work. Definitely not concerned unless Linderbaum's missing some extended time or this soft tissue injury just continues to flare up and he's constantly in and out of the lineup. Then I think it's time to be concerned, but right now, they're probably just playing it safe. Harty is also dealing with a soft tissue injury. That one seems to be lingering a little bit more. We signed Harty this offseason to be a wide receiver depth guy and a kick returner special teams player. So hopefully he can get back healthy. I know he's been in and out of the offseason activities. He hasn't really even locked in like a key role. We don't really exactly know if he is guaranteed to be our kick returner, especially with him in and out of the lineup. So we'll see how that plays out. Praying for health for everybody. We did get Ben Cleveland already back out there. He got hit in the head yesterday and left practice, but he's already back, so that's a good sign. And then there's no other new absences or returns. Everything else has been the same. Still waiting on TJ Tampa to get back from the hernia. Should be another week or so. Keaton Mitchell still on PUP, not expecting to see him at all. Adisa Isaac on the non-football injury list with that hamstring. I guess that injury's lingering too, so hopefully that heals up. I'd like to see what we have with Adisa Isaac. We've been talking about Travis Jones on the defense as a breakout player all offseason, and then Harbaugh really locked in and kind of made a prediction and got this hype train truly rolling today in his press conference about Travis Jones.
I expect his next step to be a breakout season. He's a dominant guy in there right now, and whenever somebody blocks him, I just think it's a superhuman feat almost when somebody blocks him in there. He's like a superhuman player, so we'll see if it pans out in the games. I know it's a high tag to put on him, but let's go for it.
I've been really high on Travis Jones for the last few years, but especially this offseason because I can just see his progression year after year. He wasn't playing a ton his rookie year, but you could see the flashes, especially in that preseason. Just his strength, man, his ability to completely move the offensive line. But in year 3, I feel like he's primed for a much bigger role and just going to make a name for himself, man. I think he's going to be in backfields non-stop. I don't know if it'll be exactly a Justin Madubuike breakout. That's obviously tough to do, and he really exploded on the scene last year. But I feel like Travis Jones is one of those next guys on this Ravens defense to take that massive leap. We did get a highlight today of Lamar Jackson throwing a nice rope to Zay Flowers. I really feel like Zay's going to take a leap this year, too. We haven't been talking about him a ton just because I think I'm so confident in what he already brings to the table. There's not a lot to discuss or predict or debate, but that's just a compliment to Zay and how well he played in his rookie season. You don't see rookies just hop on the scene that quick as a wide receiver, especially on Baltimore. I guess it's happening more often around the league now. There's an abundance of really talented wide receivers, but we're not used to that in Baltimore. Throwing a rookie wide receiver, especially a first round pick, rookie wide receiver out there and him just going off. I guess Hollywood played pretty well with Lamar that first year, but what Zay did is kind of rare and unexpected for us. So I'm super confident in what he already brings to the table, but he's still so young. That was his first year. He's going into year 2. So I can't wait to see how Zay has worked on his game this offseason and just his role in this offense expand even more. I feel like he's definitely a 1,000-yard receiver. I'd be surprised if he's not. He almost got there his rookie season. So I'm really high on Zay. Obviously, I'm sure we all are. He's definitely one of my favorite players on the team already. And I think his connection with Lamar Jackson is just getting started, man. They really have a natural connection. They have a natural friendship and relationship. A lot of that stems from them being from South Florida together. But I think Zay's just going to continue to make plays game after game, practice after practice. Shout out Zay Flowers, man. We're happy you're here. Can't wait to see you ball this year. Madden also released all the ratings for the teams today, so I wanted to go through some standouts and some disappointments and question marks with the Ravens Madden ratings. One standout is obviously Lamar Jackson, 98 overall X Factor. He's only second to Patrick Mahomes in the game, who's a 99. So I think that's pretty fair. You know, Lamar's a 2-time MVP coming off an MVP season. Madden's kind of had him down in the lower 90s recently. Then he creeped back up to like the mid 90s. But 98 overall, I can't complain about that. Him being 1 overall less than Mahomes, I can't complain about that. Mahomes is an insane player. He's super accomplished. So I think Madden's pretty spot on. Lamar Jackson's going to be insane to use this year. If you do play Madden or even college football and you ever want to run a game, I play quite a bit of video games. So just hit me up. I'm on Xbox. My gamer tag is a Ravens Too Nasty. I've had that thing since I was like 13 years old. Other standouts from the Madden ratings: Roquan Smith, 95 overall. He's second to Fred Warner. And then Derrick Henry, 94 overall. Mark Andrews, 94 overall. Justin Madubuike, which is a boost, 92 overall. I think Madden had him like 88, 89 last year, so well-deserved boost for Madubuike. But they didn't give Madubuike a superstar or X Factor. He's just a star, so that's kind of weird. He doesn't have any abilities, but whatever. And then Marlon Humphrey, 91 overall, superstar. I think that's pretty fair, especially coming off of an injury-filled season. But if Marlon Humphrey keeps balling like he is in camp, that could definitely boost up to like a 93, 94 overall X Factor. I think that's probably where Marlon could be with a good season. One guy who's just too low is Kyle Hamilton, 89 overall. He is an X Factor, though, which I think is important. And they just really give the young guys lower ratings. I swear Madden always does that. So I'm going to assume this is what's going on with Kyle Hamilton, because I think he's like tied for the 7th overall safety in Madden, which just doesn't make sense. I mean, this guy was a first-team All-Pro last year. You're not the 7th-ranked safety. If he even does what he did last year, I think Kyle Hamilton could jump to like a 95 X Factor, just because, I mean, he's one of the freaks of the league. There's no doubt about it. So I think 89 is way too low, but I also am very familiar with Madden's game, and they always rate young guys pretty low. Marcus Williams at an 86 is also kind of low, but he's been in and out of the lineup and battling injuries too, so I can't sit here and complain about it. Zay Flowers at an 85. I get it. I think that he could easily jump up to like an 89, maybe even a 90 this year, though, if he goes over 1,000 yards and balls out. Rashad Bateman's a 78. I also get it. He's not super proven. He hasn't had a lot of production on the field, but he's nice to use in Madden, though. If you've used the Ravens before, I mean, Rashad Bateman's smooth. So I think with more production this season, which shouldn't be hard to do, he's got all the opportunity in the world. I think he should easily double his best season this year. And I think that rating will go up quite a bit to mid-80s. They got Nate Wiggins starting out at a 75. Once again, I feel like the young guys just don't get a lot of credit until they really, really ball. So I think it's nothing but up for Nate Wiggins. There's no way he's staying down there in the 70s. My main surprise rating, the rating that just absolutely put me on the floor, is Isaiah Likely is a 72. With 83 speed. I just need someone to tell me how that makes any sense at all. After what he did as our number 1 tight end last year when Mark went down, how are you a 72 overall? I mean, there's no way that he's unproven. I'm not asking for him to be a 90. I just think that Isaiah Likely should be like at least 10 overall, higher than that, at least an 82. Am I crazy for saying that? I feel like Isaiah Likely is massively disrespected in this Madden. An 83 speed, just someone needs to make it make sense, man. Tag Madden in this or whatever you need to do, but like that doesn't make any sense at all. Someone's not watching the Ravens closely if you think Isaiah Likely is a 72 overall. I just had to vent some thoughts on that one because it just doesn't make sense at all. But the rest of the ratings, I'm not shocked. It's not crazy. I think the Ravens are going to be a super solid team in Madden, and I'm excited for that game to come out. I've been grinding some college football, though, I ain't going to lie. That's it for today, guys. My birthday is tomorrow. I know there's practice tomorrow. I think I'm going to be pretty busy throughout the day, but I may be able to slide the Ravens video in. If not, I will recap the practice either late tomorrow night or early Sunday morning. So regardless, I will get that video out, but just want to kind of give you guys a heads up because I've been really on time and grinding every single practice recap and just having a video after practice every single day. We're day 11 now, so all 11 practices I've had a video recap out. But tomorrow might be slightly delayed just because it is my birthday and I got a lot of stuff going on. But appreciate you guys, as always, for tuning in to another episode of the Flock Rundown. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
Motionless brainwaves attempt to swim there where the sense can't tame the untamed.